A very good morning to you all. Hope you're all really well. So we are getting nearer and nearer to Christmas, guys. I am just at the moment in a little bit of traffic trying to get to a job today, and yeah, it's the job I told you about in one of the earlier videos the last couple of weeks, the wild wisteria, as I like to call it, that's completely become unruly and pulled itself away from the property. But wait till you see the views where I'm going to be working today. It might be cold today, guys. I'm wrapped up warm, but it's going to be worth it to work with such an office window, as I like to call it, when you've got views like I'm going to have today. So I'm hoping it's going to stay dry today and we can get on. And obviously, once again, I'm taking you guys with me to show you what it is that we do. So, without further ado, I'm going to try and fight my way through this traffic. See you guys in the main video. Bosh! Morning again, guys. We're on the job. Now this is the wisteria. And as you can see, it's been here for years and years and years. Look at the thickness of the roots. It's all fallen away from the property. It is a huge plant, this. But before we go into that, I just want to show you guys something now. I don't know what kind of office you're working in today, but let me just show you mine now. Let me turn this camera around. Absolutely stunning. So back to the wisteria. So as we can see, guys, the recent high winds in Storm Darragh, I think it was called, have literally pulled this away from the building, and the weight of it has snapped it in half. So a lot of the main branches have actually been broken and snapped, so they are going to need to, unfortunately, be cut away. But that's okay. If we do it correctly, it's going to look a bit bare for now. The main thing is get it back up secure to the house, and it will come back again next year. But yeah, quite a bit of damage done here, guys. And what I'm going to be doing is installing some vine eyes and wire to give that some additional support to stop this from happening again. There's a lot more to do in this garden. I've got to give that bush over there a good trim, and then it does go down a couple of levels, as I'll show you now. We have got some work to do down on this level as well. More trimming, shaping, leaf clearing. Look at this, beautiful. But just everything's just got a little bit unruly. Along here, look, clean these out, give these a good trim. Leaves everywhere. But look at the views we've got here, guys. There's the river there, and then it does go down another level there. We've got our work cut out again, guys, but this is what we love. So without further ado, I'm going to crack on trimming back that wisteria and see if I can get that secured against the house. Oh, right, just to show you what we're dealing with up here, guys. Obviously this is really well established wisteria. It's been here over 20 years, but so normally when you're pruning wisteria at the right time of year, any stragglers, as other gardeners will know, you use the 5 bud technique. So you get a shoot like this, you will count 5 buds from where it starts on the main branch and take it back to there. Now obviously that's fine in this and some of these ones here, but some of the bigger ones we've got, in order to get the weight off, to push this up back to the house and get some vine eyes and wiring, we're going to need to be just a little bit more brutal. Now I'm not worried, we've done this before. It's just about getting the weight off and getting it back in place so it can establish again. come, well, the sort of springtime really, when everything starts growing again. But I've got to bear in mind to keep some shape to this as well, so it looks nice during the winter months. So we have got our work cut out, guys, but once again, just look at this view. I tell you what, I don't mind how hard the work is when I've got a view like this. Right, crack on. Right, we're getting there now, guys. Just want to show you what the root cause of this is. As this wisteria has grown and got more heavy, the securing mechanisms in the past have failed because they've just used very thin wire around screws and the odd tie, which has obviously clearly snapped under the weight of these branches. So what we're going to be doing is installing some vine eyes and some 2mm wire, do some several lengths across the building, and then lift all this back up and fasten it to it. These things are brilliant. You put them in the wall, drill them into the wall with a raw plug, screw them in, and then we'll use some other ties that I've got, some green ties, that should secure everything back in place. But I mean, look, it's just everything's just completely pulled away and snapped off. Whew, right, let's get on. So what I need to do with this one, so I've got this one sweeping branch here. Ideally, I need him to be supported there. Now there's two options for installing vine eyes, guys. You can either install them into the mortar, like these existing screws have been, or you can install them into the brickwork. Now on a period property like this, I don't like to ever really undermine any brickwork, but sometimes with a big wisteria like this, which obviously is going nowhere, that it's probably going to be here for the next 50 years, I'm going to be more inclined today to put some vine eyes into the bricks for a nice solid finish with the wire, so we don't have to end up coming back again if anything like this should happen again. So without further ado, I'll take you down and I'll show you what we do. So, DeWalt drill, hammer setting, 6mm drill bit, and then raw plug, and screw the vine eye into the wall. So I've already done one pilot hole up there. I'll do another now. We'll get some wire across and I'll show you what it's like. And there we go. So what I've found up here, guys, is it's not necessarily the hooks that are in previously that they've been using that have caused this to happen, but look at those tiny little ties there, look, to try and support big branches like this. Obviously they put it in when this was a baby, but yeah, I mean, a lot of these hooks here already in the wall are absolutely solid. So I think I'm going to use most of them, save putting more vine eyes in. Lovely. Okay guys, bit of an update. The customer's been out and they've actually asked me to be quite brutal with this wisteria now, and I'm just going to show you why. So as we look up here, you can see there that when this wisteria came down, it took some bricks out with it. And also, a little bit more disturbing is up here. Now, it's already ripped down, I don't know if you can see that, but in there is their BT and internet cable. Now luckily it's ripped out a redundant one, but look what we've got here. Got a jointed cable there, jointed, and up here the weight, sheer weight of this is pulling the main internet and phone cable out now. So they want me to cut this right back now. Obviously I've warned the it's not the wrong time of year to be given a hard prune, but I think needs must in this case, guys, because over Christmas, if that weighs down and pulls all those cables out of that joint box, then they're going to be in a bit of trouble. So yeah, I'm going to have to do a little bit more work here. It's going to look very bare when we've done it, but at least it'll all be secure to the house and free around the cables and stuff. So it's just what comes with the job, guys, unfortunately, sometimes. Right, I've now cleared some more of these branches around here, and you can actually see what I'm talking about now, guys. So there's the open reach jointing box there, and that's where the cables come in, the wires come in, where they've wrapped them around that light there, look. And you trace that back, that cable, and it goes into the wall over there. Now my worry is the weight of this on them, which goes over to a telegraph pole over there. I'm going to have to try and get in there somehow and take some of the weight off this. It's easier said than done, guys, I must admit. I get all the good jobs, don't I? Right, let's see what we can do then. Hi guys, another update. So I've given this a trim as much as I'm going to dare to do today, given the time of the year it is. I've just given it a trim around the doors and the windows, just so they've still got a bit of foliage over the next couple of months. But of course I will be back in February time to give it a decent February prune. So for now, we've got a nice bit of shape to it there. Obviously the other end where it all pulled away from the brickwork, pulled the bricks out and everything else, that's a bit bare at the moment, but that will come back, don't worry. It's now fully secured with the vine eyes. And then up there, I haven't got my ladder with me at the minute. Now that was like decoding a bomb, but I've managed to get in and trim as many of the branches that are putting weight on those BT cables. So that's all good now. And then it's a tidy up, all this to bag up, go through these borders a little bit, and then we've got a laurus here, or a bay tree, and some holly, and then with a good trim off that as well. So I'm going to do that, have some lunch, and then we'll go down to tier 2. Oh, it's been one of these funny days. It's like very misty here because we're right by the river, and I'm actually getting soaked. It's not raining as such, but it's just it's one of them days. But yeah, happy with the progress, guys. We're looking tidy. Do you know, I don't know if any of you guys out there this time of the year, I know I've just come back from honeymoon, but I'm ready for a Christmas break now. Right, I'll bring you back in a bit. Right, let's clean this lot up. It was only that easy, eh guys? Right, on to some lovely little shrub cutting now. Excuse me, move out the way, mate. Just nipping down the shop. Right, bit of shake back to that now. So let's go downstairs, I'll show you what we've got down here. So just a little bit of tidying up here, guys. There's some piles of cuttings that the customer's already cut down. A little bit of weeding in the borders here. And then so look at these lovely brick raised planters. They're so nice, just keep going through really. Just a bit of a winter cut back really. I mean, this is a unimus. I think a Japanese unimus. I always get the pronunciation of that wrong, but just wants a little bit of a trim really. And then this is a willow leaf cotton Easter, and again it's just a question of going through the longer bits, cutting them back a little bit and having a bit of a tidy up. Bag up all these leaves. Same with this juniper, guys. It's a little bit off here. I trim around the bottom of here, get these climbers that have all overflown. And look, we're getting closer to the river, guys. And that bridge there, let me just zoom in for you. I've got to get on the top of that and strim all that across there. Oh dear, that's you know, it's going to be a bit precarious, shall we say. But apart from that, we haven't got too much more to do, guys. Right, that's level 2 done. So much tidier now, guys. I mean, look at all the waste we've had out of here. 3 ton sacks. But everywhere's trimmed up nicely now. All the leaves have gone. Even cleaned that drain out, which is absolutely full of leaves. So, it is time to go down to the final level. It's about 3:15 now. Been here since 10 to 8 this morning, and we obviously lose light at about 4 o'clock, 4:30, so I've got to get my foot down now, guys, and get finished. But I'm sure we'll make it, guys. If not, I can always pop back tomorrow morning for a couple of hours. There isn't that much to do down there, just a little bit of cleaning and we're done. Oh, it's been a rum day today, guys. Come on. And that is a wrap, guys. Now, I haven't got much time now because my SD card's getting full. But just so you can see, all down here is nicely trimmed and cleaned again. So, it's been a hell of a day, guys, but we've done it again. Now, to get the waste out of here, I've got to lower all of the bags down onto this road here. So I'm going to need some help with that tomorrow morning with a couple of mates of mine. But, yes, it's another one completed, guys. Thanks ever so much for watching. JP Living the Dream will be back again with another video before Christmas. But until then, guys, As always, thanks for tuning in, thanks for liking the videos, and thanks to the new subscribers, and I'll see you lot next time on JP Living the Dream. Ta-da!